Ooh, what do you got there?
Texas ribeye, and it's only Wednesday night. So yeah, gonna cook up this, looks like about an 1.5 inch thick ribeye tonight, our favorite steak.
What's that?
It's the secret to cooking the perfect ribeye. It's the muffin pan. No, I'm just kidding. We have no utensils or pans or anything here. So everything's back in Oregon. So we'll bring it down when we come back down the end of the summer with everything. But anyhow, so I'm having to be creative, and I'm using the muffin pan. The way we like to cook our steaks, thanks to Mr. Peter Calvé, is we cook them for basically a salties overnight for 24 hours in the refrigerator, let them come to room temperature for about 5 hours, and they go into a 250-degree oven. This thickness is about 45 to 50 minutes. And then after that, I will sear on a searing hot cast iron pan, Le Creuset. 90 seconds on each side. Let that thing sit for about 8 minutes, and voila, the perfect ribeye steak. Well, hey guys, welcome back. So as we mentioned a few videos ago, we're only here for a short while before we head back to Oregon for the summer and to get packed up and so forth. So, you know, we've decided not to pursue much in the way of projects yet until we get back. But there are a few things that need to be done before we leave. And one of them, all of the doors in the house, I'll show you here. Yeah, so all of the doors have these keypad entry locks, all of the exterior doors. So there's 2 in this house and 2 in the casita house. So I need to reprogram these codes. The code we have to get in and out is the original code that the seller gave us. And so I'm going to do that today. That's one project. So the other project that I think I can get done before we leave is all of the windows in the house have these louver blinds on them. And you can see at the bottom here, these blinds are made to accommodate any length of window. They're specifically designed for this width. But there's all this excess stack of blinds at the bottom. So it's pretty simple, I think, to remove those excess slats by unpopping these little tabs at the base here and then kind of restringing it through so that, you know, it doesn't have all this stack at the bottom. So we have quite a few windows in the house. They all do have these blinds on them. So that's a project that I anticipate getting done before we leave. Yeah. So we'll get on that. And then also, you know, as you saw in last week's video, we're talking about ideas for reconfiguring this kitchen. And we're pretty certain that we want to go with, you know, the gas cooktop and probably a combo that includes the oven as well. Typically the ovens are going to be electric, although at home, back in Oregon, our stove is gas, both cooktop and in the oven, but I think we prefer electric in the oven, can control the temperature a little bit better. So anyhow, we're going to go and we're actually going to go into the next town over, Fredericksburg, which has a commercial, not a commercial, but a pretty hefty appliance store that features some of the more professional brands that we're interested in. So I think we're going to take a drive over there this afternoon. Okay guys, so pretty tedious project, but pretty simple nonetheless. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 more windows to go in here. And then also the casita has 4 or 5 windows. So it's going to be a time-consuming project, but that's okay. What do you think of this place, hon?
It's pretty great.
It's pretty awesome, huh?
Yeah, a lot of fun.
I think we're going to find a lot of stuff to furnish the cottage with.
Yeah, eventually we
That
will.
whole inside area is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Want to go in here?
Yeah.
Another antique mall. We're in the town of Comfort, and this place is known for antiquing. So the place we just left was filled with lots of outdoor stuff and some indoor stuff as well. Found a cool porch swinger for, or rocker.
Rocker.
Yeah, for Lisa Marie. So anyway, yeah, definitely finding lots of cool stuff to come back in the fall and furnish the house with. All right, let's go check it out.
Did you want to look at that other one before you make the other, that gray one, before you make the final decision?
It's an ice cream table.
So she is to check it.
Isn't it darling?
That's pretty cool.
Desserts. Just darling.
Okay guys, so I went ahead and invested in a Milwaukee impact driver here for the house. I use all Milwaukee products, and I had the vacuum that we've been carrying around with the Airstream, so I already have the battery, the M18 battery. So these things are great. But anyhow, I'm gonna go ahead and attempt to remove this island. You may see on the floor here, Lisa's already begun to tape off potentially where the new island might go, some other pieces of furniture. But regardless, it'll be a lot easier to envision all of that with this piece gone. So fingers crossed, this will come apart relatively easy. I did discover from the seller that this was built in place. So it's not a piece of furniture. It was kind of built from the ground up. And I'm starting to see that as I took out the shelves and so forth. Very well constructed. And hopefully I'll be able to, again, disassemble this, move it into Lisa's studio, and utilize it there. Okay guys, so obviously with that counter out, this opens the space up hugely and makes it a lot easier to imagine how different furniture pieces might look. So again, as you can see, Lisa's taped out some stuff on the floor. It's a lot easier to imagine what that looks like without that counter there. It's a lot more space than I thought. So pretty excited about that. This is awesome, isn't it, hon?
Yeah, just lovely.
One of the great amenities about Kerrville is this developed trail that runs along the river. The river is a little bit over to the left there. This particular stretch that we're on is a little bit away from the river. But anyway, it runs for 3.5 miles through town. So we're headed toward the university right now, or the college rather, Shriner College. And there's a cool spot there that has a little pub. People hike and ride their bicycles and go to this pub, and there's live music and so forth. So anyhow, it's a great amenity. Lots of people exercise on this path, and we're gonna make it ours for exercise, right?
Yeah.